This pre-season tour here of the States is brought to you by Oxford Natural and Gowan Loud, your friends.
Oxford Natural.
And I tell you what, they are not playing about,
right.
you are not playing about. No. You can scan the QR code on the screen to get 70% off.
Do it now. I'm optimized.
That's the end of pre-season, bro. Won another trophy.
Yeah.
Won another trophy. Snapdragon. The trophy
trophies
that we created, we won.
Yeah.
You know, 2 trophies in 2 weeks.
Sounds a bit.
Yeah, which you ain't even won yet, mate. So
We're
yeah.
not shameless enough.
How about that? You can't even win it. But no, listen, the game. What do you make of the game, bro? Because it wasn't great, was it?
There wasn't much to take from it. No, I thought it was very last season-ish. I saw slow build-up play, lack of intensity. I saw players who still didn't gel together, and it makes sense because your front line is all new. You've got Mason Mount, who I thought actually had a very good game. I thought he was our best
more
player.
people said. I said that to KG. He was like, nah.
I thought.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, he had the intensity, he had the pressing, but he played as like a false nine, and you know that's not going to be his position going forward. Cunha still looks like he's finding his feet a bit. Like
He weren't great today.
No, but even throughout the whole of pre-season, he just looks like he's got, I don't know if it's nerves or if it's lack of fitness, I don't know.
And just familiarity, right? Just new system, new player, new environment.
I mean, that's the thing, it's a new system, he's playing under...
Well, actually, it's the same, to be honest, it's the same system. Same system from Wolves, bro. Yeah, but can't forget that.
Yeah, but
the Amarin way is different.
Didn't Wolves finish above us last season?
That's what I'm saying. He's dropping down, bro. It's different for him.
He's playing with worse players, so he's going to find it difficult. Mbumo, look, again, I can see why Amarim didn't risk him in those 2 games. He still looks like he lacks a bit of fitness, but did you see when he put the afterburners on?
Yeah, he can shift.
For a big guy, he can run, you know. So I feel like that right side going forward with Ahmad and Mbumo, you've got that left side of their defence has too much to worry about, because if you double up on Ahmad, you've got Mbumo free and vice versa. So going forward, I do feel like there's stuff to look forward to, especially after last season. I didn't think we'd sign all 3 of Šeško and Mbumo and Cunha in one window. Like we've kind of transformed our full front line.
How surprised was you to see us get basically a whole new front line? That's what we've done.
Honestly, after losing out to Tottenham in the Europa League final and not getting the UCL, not getting a UCL spot, I thought that's it. We're gonna have a poor window. It's a sell to buy kind of thing. We were told Flex at the time you have to sell to buy. We've signed 3 players without selling anyone.
No.
I know we relied a bit on those sale, you know, the Elanga, the add-on, the sell-on clause and stuff, and Alvaro Carreras as well, but. That's the only disappointing thing. So right, Ineos, right, so they got the players in who I didn't think they'd get, and I give them credit for it, but it took so long for them to get this many players when we didn't have to sell anyone to get them. So I was always told to get Mbumo in we need to sell someone. That wasn't the case, and then to get Šeško in we had to sell someone, and Šeško's come in now with no pre-season. He's literally, I don't think he's trained like away from the Leipzig team, so he's going to take about a month to get to scratch. I don't think we'll see him in the squad next week as well against Arsenal.
You don't think?
No, I
Not
think
even on the bench?
He'll be at the stadium, but I don't think he'll be in the squad. I don't think, because Amram likes to take his time with players. It takes 2 to 3 weeks for him to, like with Mbumo, to just integrate them in the team and get familiar with their surroundings, and it's a new league for him, so I feel like it could be one where we start off a bit slow the first 2-3 games, but I feel like eventually we'll have a much better season than
because that's the thing up front. You can see, like on tour he put Cunha up front, today he's put Mason Mount up front, then the second half he put Mbumo up front. Yeah. Everybody but Rasmus, which is a little bit of a concern, like, because we had to wait to get the striker and that transition hasn't been perfectly smooth, and now he's here, he's going to need time. We're probably going to have to start against Arsenal with a Cunha up front, or an Mbumo up front, or a Mason Mount false nine. I don't know, but some form of false nine. Yeah,
and again, Xerxes hasn't had any minutes.
And Xerxes not played a ball all season.
Wasn't here today. I don't think he was even here today.
No, he wasn't even in the squad. Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm a bit.
Which is crazy, actually. I thought he'd be on tour. He's fine. He missed the first game, and then he hasn't played any minutes all pre-season.
He's not, so he's going to take time to get up to scratch. So yeah, we're probably going to see either Bruno or Mason in a false line next week, or one of Cunha or Mbemo up top. And I mean, it's a makeshift team, but we can't take too much from it if we don't get a result next week, because he's not got his full first 11 players. I'm looking forward to next season, or this season rather. Sorry.
Yeah. How do you? Well, first of all, why? What's making you look forward? Because I know you're quite strong on the team. It takes a lot to get you optimistic. Why are you looking forward to it? Just because it's a new season, or because of stuff you've seen?
Well, yeah, obviously we all always have that new season optimism, but just from last season, like, we had so many chances in games but we just couldn't finish. I feel like with Mbumo and Cunha, you've got finishes there, and then Šeško I still don't know much of, so I can't come out and say he's going to bag 20 goals a season. But from what I've heard and the potential he has and the height he has and the leap he has, I feel like we've got a lot of good stuff there to go forward. But my only concern is that midfield today. I don't know who our selection is going to be going forward if we don't sign a midfielder. Because Bruno, as good as he is, he needs someone who can hold next to him. But then Ugarte is just someone who can kick someone around, but he doesn't have much else to his game. Mainu, he's got good qualities, but I don't think he's a perfect partner for Bruno, and I don't know who is. Possibly a Baleba. They're saying 104 mil. For 104 mil, I don't know if you have that much money. Even if you sell Garnacho and Højlund, I don't know if it could happen. And a keeper as well, Flex. Honestly, I've watched all 5 pre-season games. If Onana's not fit next week, just put Heaton in, because Bayindir is just as bad. Honestly, he's off. Apart from that save he made,
good in penalties.
Apart from that save he made in the penalty shootout, he's so bad, Flex. The best thing he did was that acrobatic, like the flipping stretches he's doing at 55 minutes, and everyone's just cheering. That's the best thing he did all game. So until we rectified our keeper and the midfielder, I feel like we're probably capped at finishing 8th, 7th or 8th. If you really want to push into top 5, top 6, you need to replace Onana and you need to put someone, a proper quality centre mid in midfield.
What would you rate the window out of 10?
Ooh,
so far, and how can it improve? Like, what would you give it if you get to another place?
So far, I'd say, considering we finished 15th and we're cash strapped, I'd say 8. I feel like, first of all, we need to ship a few players off now. I want to see Anthony, Garnacho, who else? We got, I don't know if Mlas is going to go, and Sancho off. I think Højlund's gone. He was in the squad, but he didn't get any minutes.
That's telling today, isn't it?
That shows he's going to go, isn't he? I don't think they want to risk him getting injured, so that so he can get his move to Milan. But I think again we need one. I don't think we'll get both Donnarumma and Baleba. I think we can get one or the other. If it's up to me, I'd choose a keeper. I think.
Would you over the midfielder, over the Baleba?
Yeah, I feel like if you have Bayindir or Onana next week, I feel like no matter what happens, you're just bound to concede goals, and you can't. It's hard to outscore Arsenal. They've got a top defence. So, but overall, I think we're gonna have a good season. I'm optimistic. I could come here in 2 months' time and say, you know what, Flex.
Yeah, but listen, we'll assess that when we get to it. But your feeling now is that we're better.
All I ask for is hope, and I just ask for them not to make us write them off by the time it hits October, because we've done that for 2 years in a row now.
If they're bad enough, it can happen.
If we get to October, we're like, oh no, we're 9th, we're 10th, and we're just going to stay around that float, the mid-table area. Just give us a bit of hope. The fans have come out here, great turnout. Just give us hope.
Who's been the standout player from pre-season for you? Who have you been really impressed with?
Patrick Dorgu. And I came on United View and I put in a super chat back in June, 2 months ago, and said I put all my Kev coins on Dorgu.
Is that what you did?
Yeah, that was me. And KG put that on his book of accountability. Yeah. But I think he needs to wipe that off now, because I feel like he's going to have a top season, considering we all wrote him off back in February when he came. So.
He was really good on tour, and people were really quick to say that he's not this, he's not that. And having spoke to him on tour as well, he said, like, I'm just more comfortable now. It's not like anything's changed. The only thing that's changed is that I've been here longer.
Yeah, I feel like Ruben Amorim's signings, as much as I've not rated Ruben Amorim himself, I feel like his talent ID is actually on point, and whoever else is behind him, Christian Vivel making those decisions, they've got good talent ID. And I've kind of realised now, and I've come to accept that they probably will give Amorim a bit more time than I assumed. So I feel like regardless of what happens, he'll still get this full season. I feel like it's a bit of an Arteta thing where they give him, like, it's a long-term project, it's not a short-term thing. Because if they've got Vision 2028, I don't think you can spend 2 years with the manager, sack him, and then expect the new manager to have a year.
Actually, it was so bad. Obviously, there's a threshold that Ruben has to make sure he doesn't go below, because he'll get sacked. Yeah. But you're that bad, it shouldn't be difficult for him to show some improvement to keep his job, to go again and keep building. Obviously, we want to see real improvement, but people who are really doubting him, I understand, because we finished 15th. But if you put it right, with that type of investment, it should be on paper enough to be like, right, show us enough improvement, and then we keep going again to build towards that 2028 where we can try and go for the league, is what they're saying.
And those first 5 games, Flex, are so crucial. We've got 3 tough games, but then you got a curveball in Fulham, because they're not quite.
Bro, second game's tough.
Yeah, so
we do tend to always win the game, but it's always tough.
We could come back here end of August with the Burnley game with 2 games and 0 points, and
easily
it could start to get toxic again. So he just needs to kind of roll through those first 5 games, make it to the international break, and just take it from there. Just get points on the board before we go for the international break, and try and gain a bit of momentum, and try not to lose against Arsenal next week. If you can, just get a draw.
That's the one, innit? That's the one. I mean, obviously, if you win it, there's narratives galore. They got Gyökeres, we got Sesko, and it'd probably be none of those 2 players who decide the game as it goes, ironically. But that is the thing, isn't it? It's like, don't lose that game. Don't lose that game. And usually, even though we're really bad, we still find a way to do well against Arsenal, or at least compete. No. Last
season we finished 15th and we gave them a really good game.
We should have won that game.
Should have won it. We had 2-3 chances. Mazraoui, I think, missed it. But I feel a good season, Flex. I've got my occupational health the day after the Arsenal game and taking blood pressure. So I just hope we don't lose.
Nice one, bro.
Nice one, thanks.
All right,
Take care,
man.
bro.